Meeting today. John, Anne-Marie, Kate, Kay. What's up, Michelle? All right, so the items that we're gonna need today, if you have a single dumbbell, you can use your single dumbbell. If you don't, you can use your heavy backpack. And then if you have a light dumbbell or a light object, I'm gonna recommend that. I'm recommending a book. So I have my light object, which is a book. I have my weighted backpack in case I don't have a dumbbell. And then I have my dumbbell because I have a dumbbell. So get those objects ready. Jess, Mary, Dean, Tamra, all my friends are here. Oh, I wish I could actually see you guys. All right, so we're gonna get started in about 60 seconds or so. Hello, Danny. As it turns noon. So once again, single dumbbell. Your light object could be a book or a lighter dumbbell, and then a backpack if you don't have your single dumbbell or kettlebell. Today, our strength is gonna be single leg deadlifts and bent over rows. We're gonna kind of really work the form of those single leg deadlifts. And then we have a lovely, as always, 15-minute spicy StrongCircuit with a little bit of everything. All right, so it looks like it is noon, which means we are gonna get started. What's up, Christy? Hello, Melissa. So let's get this party started. Let's get our bodies warmed up. We're gonna jog in place. Just a regular jog. You know what, if you wanna make things exciting, you can even run back and forth, however big your room is. We've all gotten familiar with my really tiny gym, living room, kitchen area. And now let's make it a butt kick. Once again, if you want to make this exciting, you can go down and back. You can also just stay in place. And high knees. Really reaching those knees up to your hands, back to butt kicks, back to jogging. Now let's go like side to side, like you're getting ready to box perhaps. Good, back to regular jogging. Maybe we're running forwards, running backwards. You can just go up the length of your yoga mat. There we go, side to side again. Try to bounce lightly off your toes. Start to warm your calves and ankles up here. Let's go jumping jacks. And from these jumping jacks, forward and backwards. Good. 2 feet together. Hop side to side. Awesome. And let's go squat stance. So feet shoulder width apart, driving your knees out, reaching your butt back for your imaginary chair. Gonna knock out some air squats here. So in your air squat, think about pushing the floor down to stand up. So we're really engaging our muscles, not putting that weight into our knees. Let's do 2 more here. 1 and 2. Go ahead, bring your feet right under your hips. Go hands on your hips. And then up. Hi. How you doing? Good. Thank you. Up, mailman. All right, hands on your hips. Go ahead, pull your hips back. Keeping your hands right in that hip crease, reaching your hips back to feel that shift through your legs, and then stand back up. So we're doing good mornings here, but we're using our hands as a cue to really push those hips back. And as you do this, you should feel your hamstrings load up. Weight is in the heels. Good, couple more of these. And now on your next one, take those hands from your hips and just bring them straight in front, but keep those shoulder blades pinned back. So we're not rounded, we're straight, and then stand up, reaching your hips, keeping your shoulders pinned back, hands come directly in front. Good, so we're moving our hips back, keeping our back nice and flat for our deadlifts. And now we're gonna go a little more dynamic, Frankenstein kicks, so kicking that foot up to your opposite hand, opening up that hamstring. Good. Now go down to the floor, kicking that leg back. My hamstrings, guys, are so sore from those curls and those lateral lunges, sliding on the floor. There we go, reaching for the floor here. Arms reach up overhead. Now take your right foot, curtsy lunge behind, left foot, curtsy lunge behind. Alternating here. Good. Couple more of these. And last thing, go ahead, find yourself in a low plank position. And from here, I want you to rotate, tap your hips, come to center, tap your hips, come to center. As you rotate, you can stack your feet on top of each other. So let's do one more each side. That's the right and the left, and stand up. All right, so our strength today, as always, we have 1 minute of work, 30 seconds of rest, 1 minute of our other movement, 30 seconds of rest, and etc. So for our first set of single leg deadlifts, we're gonna practice the balance. So everyone go ahead, stand on your right leg. Left leg is gonna be in the air. If the balance is too much, just gently place your toe on the floor. And then from here, arms are gonna be straight out, just like we warmed up. And I want you to reach back, focusing on a spot, feeling that hamstring, load up, and then push the floor away, stand up. And now let's try it on the left leg. So stand on the left, balance, push into your heel, reach your butt way back, way back, way back. Arms stay in front, and then stand up. If the balance is too much, same thing, just keeping that foot on the ground. We're gonna go 1 minute, alternating sides, nice and slow, with no weight, all right? Just practicing that balance. Then we're gonna come to our dumbbell rows next, all right? Unweighted deadlifts going here in 3, 2, 1, and go. So right leg, focus on that balance, nice and slow. Feel the hamstring, stand up, and switch sides. Good. So as we do these, we're building some of that stability through our ankle. We're challenging our hamstrings in a slightly different way here. And if the balance is too much, you're using your toe as a kickstand so that you can engage that hamstring. You can focus on those muscles, and you're focusing on reaching your hips way back, not reaching for the floor. So that distinction is important, especially as we add weight in our next set. Good, so 7 seconds here. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, go ahead, grab your dumbbell or grab your backpack. We have bent over rows. If you're using your heavy backpack, grab those handles. You'll use that for your row. And I want you to find, same thing, a nice flat back position, shoulder blade pulled into your back. We're gonna go 30 seconds on one arm, 30 on the other, going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. So pulling up, and now use that other arm on your side to keep your core stable, no twisting. So we're not rotating or opening up. So you're squeezing your butt, hand is on your side to feel that core braced, and you're pulling up, squeezing your shoulders at the top. 5 seconds, we're gonna switch sides. 2, 1, quick transition. Same thing. Hand is on the shoulder, or hand is on the side, pulling up, squeezing that shoulder blade, good. Squeeze your glutes. Keep your core engaged so you don't feel it in your lower back. We've got 10 more seconds. Awesome. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, this time we're gonna add weight for our deadlifts. So you can grab your light object. If you want, you can grab your backpack, and we're gonna do the same alternating, but with that object. If it starts to lose your form, forget the object, focus on that balance again. You can also use your foot as a kickstand. So I'm gonna try it with my backpack this round. Going here in 2, 1, and go. So nice and slow. Don't think about touching the floor. In fact, I don't want you to touch the floor. I want you to pull your hips way back and keep your back a nice flat tabletop. Alternating legs each time, focusing on your balance here. Good. And then if you use your kickstand, nothing else changes. You're just putting your toes down, keeping that front leg for the most part straight, and pushing through your heel to drive up through your hamstrings and glutes. We have 15 seconds here. Good. Keep going. Woo. Find one spot on the floor to balance. Give me one more. And rest. All right. This time, if you want to grab a chair to put one arm on for your rows, you can do that. I'm going to try it out with a chair this round, just to show you all the different modifications we have. We're still going to go 30 on one side, 30 on the other. Going here in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and go. So nice flat back, squeezing up, creating a nice 90-degree angle through that arm. Pulling your dumbbell all the way up to your side, or your backpack, or your kettlebell. Squeezing through the shoulder blades. Good. Couple more seconds here. Core is engaged. 2, 1. Switch sides. Quick transition. You might notice that one side is stronger than the other. That is completely normal. Good. 15 more seconds. Here we go. A couple more. Last 5 seconds. 2, 1, and rest. So for our final set of deadlifts, we're going to go 30 seconds on one side, followed by 30 seconds on the other side. So your goal with these deadlifts is not to lose your balance. So if you want to add weight, add weight. I'm going to try it with the heavy dumbbell, see what happens. You can go back to no weight. You can also kickstand your foot. All right, 2, 1, and go. Nice and slow. Pick one spot on the floor. And remember, lead with your butt. Push your butt back. Don't lead with your arms. Keep that back nice and flat. Feeling yourself loading up through the hamstring, pushing into the heel. We have 7 seconds before we switch sides. One more, go ahead, quick transition. 30 seconds on that other side. Leading with the butt. Butt pushes back, knee pushes back, and then you drive up through the heel. Soft bend in the knee, reach it all back. Good. Don't even worry about your arms. Your arm is just there to hold that weight, or just because it's there. You're not using it. Everyone give me one more. Nice and slow. And rest. All right, we have our final set of rows here. This time I'll show you with the backpack. So grabbing the straps, I make them as tight as possible. It actually makes for a pretty solid weight. especially for these rows. All right, going here in 2, 1, and go. So flat back, pulling up, and back down. So with my lighter weight, I'm gonna try to go a little quicker. With my heavier weight, I obviously can't go as fast. Pulling that elbow straight up to the sky here. 10 more seconds until we switch sides. I honestly think this one might be harder than the dumbbell. And quick transition. Or it's because it's the last set. Either one. Good. Focus on that flat back. Focus on squeezing your shoulder blades. Pulling your hand all the way up to your chest. Getting that full range of motion without moving your hips. Don't compensate. Keep those hips neutral. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right. So you're gonna need your object or something, whether it's your light, heavy backpack for our StrongCircuit. So we have 15 minutes. Every 3 minutes, we're gonna do 7 burpees. We're also gonna start with 7 burpees. Then we're gonna work through the following: 20 overhead curtsy lunges. We did that in our warm-up. This time you're adding your object, whether it's your light object, heavy, or backpack. Arms overhead sit-ups. We'll go through that. Goblet squats, just holding something at your chest. Side plank dips, we did that in our warm-up. And broad jumps, 20 of everything. Every 3 minutes, we're all gonna stop wherever we are. We're gonna knock out 7 beautiful burpees for 15 total minutes. So let's just make sure we know what we're doing. Curtsy lunges. So everyone, let's practice these together. Grab your object. I'll show you with my book. 2 hands overhead. You're gonna step back and to the side. This is your curtsy lunge. If you don't have an object, raise your arms overhead. Next, we're gonna go sit-ups. So butterfly your feet, lay all the way back with your arms overhead, keeping them overhead, reach straight up. So trying to keep your arms by your ears. If you can't, knock out a regular sit-up using those arms. Side plank dips we did. Goblet squats, you're just holding something at your chest. Broad jumps, you're jumping. If broad jumps don't work for you, because I know those might not work, you can go back and forth lateral lunges. All right, 15 minutes. We're starting with 7 burpees. Going in, 3, 2, 1, and go. 7 burpees. Then we go to our curtsy lunges. Put that chest all the way down. If you have to go to a plank and up, you can do that too. Object is overhead, 10 each leg. I will let you know when our next set of burpees comes. Otherwise, you're working through 20 of all of these movements. God, that was halfway for me. After these, you have overhead sit-ups. All right, I'm gonna try it with my book. Challenge myself, 20 of these overhead sit-ups, keeping your biceps by your ears the whole time. There you go. If you just can do a crunch, do that, but I'd rather you try to get the full sit-up. So if that means using your arms, try that. Full range of motion is always better. Good. After these, you have goblet squats. I have 2 more sit-ups. I'll go goblet squats with my backpack to show you. So I'm gonna hold it at my chest, knees drive out, butt reaches back. I'm gonna give you 20 before we have to do burpees again. We have 45 seconds. After your squats, you have side plank dips. Try to get as far as you can. 20 seconds. I'm gonna go for those couple side plank dips. Remember where you leave off, because that's where you're starting again after we do burpees. 10 seconds. In 3, 2, 1, 7 burpees wherever you are. There we go. When you're done with these, finish where you left off. After side plank dips, you have 20 broad jumps. There we go. I've got 10 dips left. Keep your hips in control. Feel it through your obliques. Woo! Broad jumps, so get our heart rates going. Landing soft in your feet. Challenge yourself, see how far you can jump. I'll let us know when we're back to burpees. I've got 5 more broad jumps. Last one. When you're done with those, you're back to those curtsy lunges. We've got 60 seconds. Whew. It's always got me breathing. Weight is in the heel, step back and across. There we go. Don't worry, I got that clock. I won't forget about those burpees. Arms stay straight. Sit-ups are next, 15 seconds, then we're back to burpees. Keeping those arms straight and controlled. 3, 2, 1, give me 7. You're all the way to the floor, or you're to a plank. There we go, then pick up where you left off. I don't know how many I've done. It's at least 7. I'm back to my sit-ups. After sit-ups come goblet squats. Keep those arms reaching for the sky. Force yourself to use those abs. Butterfly your legs, makes it even harder. There we go. I've got 5 more sit-ups and I'm back to goblet squats. All right. I'll try it with my dumbbell this round, because why not? Pushing into the floor to stand up. Weight stays in the heels. Squeezing your butt at the top. There you go. After squats, you have side plank dips. We have 60 seconds until our next set of burpees. Plenty of time. Remember to stack your feet as you rotate. Just go as low as you can. You don't have to touch the floor. Got last 5. "25 seconds. Here we go. I'm gonna knock out some broad jumps before those burpees. Open your hips on your broad jumps. 10 seconds. Burpees. 2, 1, go. Almost done with burpees. I've got 2 more. And then I'm back to my broad jumps. Let's do it. Open your hips. Squeeze your butt. Got 5 more. After these, you're back to lunges. All right. Whew. Down into that curtsy. Chest proud, arms reaching tall. Weight stays in the heels. Calm your breathing here. There we go. Final minute before our last set of burpees. All right, back to sit-ups. Using my book. There we go, 30 seconds. Stay with it here. We're coming up on the home stretch of this whole 15 minutes, 15 seconds. All right, burpees, 2, 1, final 7. This is it. There we go. Can you go a little faster? See how quick you can get your last 7 done? There you go. Then pick up where you left off. 2.5 minutes. This whole workout's over. I've got 4 sit-ups. There we go. All right. Goblet squats, plank dips, broad jumps. Let's do this. A little faster, squeezing your butt as you stand up in your squats. Last 10. Weight stays back, knees drive out. Okay, last 2. All right. Side plank dips. Work through this. We've got just over a minute. Here we go. I want you to see, can you finish your next 20 reps? We've got 60 seconds. Ready? Here we go. Final 60 seconds. Whatever you've got. Then we're going to do a 5-minute stretch. So work it out now. Seconds. 20. 15. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Time. Whoo, all right. Guys, stay on. We've got 5 minutes to cool down. Melissa is gonna join us right here and knock out these 5 minutes of stretching. So here she comes. Go ahead, just take those deep breaths. All right.
Hey, here we go. How's everyone feel? I cut out of those last 3 minutes of working out, but you know, I tried. So we're gonna do 5 minutes of stretching. It's basically 3 different stretches, and you do need potentially something to go underneath your butt